Okay, good afternoon, everyone. All right, today is 22nd of November, 2023. It is around 12:44 p.m. All right, last night we just have a FOMC, remember? And FOMC meeting minutes to be precise. So what do they have? Basically, they were talking about the strong economy. So they were saying that the payroll growth was good, overall the economy is good. So what they were trying to imply is that there is not much needed to at least to cut the rate. So they are not going to cut the rate at all. They are most likely this on based upon what they are talking about. They are talking about not in a hurry to cut the rate, or even they might not want to hold the rate as it is, because the economy is good. Mean they want to keep on increasing the rate, so that when the market is down, they have more they have a more leeway for them to cut the rate in the future, right? So they are being very hawkish. In to conclude, they are being very hawkish. So I think there's a signal that they are giving out. So I think the market is kind of like expecting they might not be cutting the rate anytime soon. All right. So anyway, that's this for us to find out. So this on the news, right? Talk about what we are going to have for the rest of the week. All right, we have let's see whether today. All right, today these are the items that we will be having today. I don't really see anything so big about. All right, okay, tonight we have an unemployment claim. This is the weekly this is a weekly thing, so it's good to pay attention to this every Thursday, every Wednesday and Thursday. All right, and of course then we have this as well, right? On the Thursday as well we have this, and on Friday, all right, we have this as well. So I think rest of the week is nothing much except some some high impact news here and there as well. So these are the remaining item for the week. But of course, the main guy is not this, as everybody know, because of this Binance ruling, right? Binance ruling. So we are seeing some very big volatility in the market, especially on the crypto market. So we have to be very careful what is coming up next, because some can say this kind of data is already priced in already. All right, and at the same time, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the end in crypto. So it's good to pay attention, and also of course always expect the unexpected in market. Sometimes when the big news come out, you think the market is going to go down, and you sell it down, and instead what happened? Market go all the way up, and it was a bottom of the market. So in trading, trading for so many years for myself, is good to always expect an unexpected. Okay, so let's start with the analysis together. All right, so today I will go it slow and steady. All right, I will go through, I will cover as much grounds as possible. Okay, and talk about the flow information. So what is happening to the flow? The flow so far is, we have a few days back, we have a bit of dip here, but the flow is kind of recovering at the moment. So I think that is a major item that shoring up the market to the upside for the time being. Okay, so what do you have to do next? So of course, I will be announcing the flow almost every day. I will try my best to be every day. All right, then focus on the flow. If the flow start to drop significantly, it will have a very bad impact on the market. So far, I repeat, I think the whole market up move is being so-called sort of like a support by this flow itself. Okay, so please be careful, and please, we have to pay real good attention to this flow. Okay, all right. So let's start with the individual items, right? Okay, as usual, let's start with the British pound. Okay, on the left is our CFD British pound. On the right is our future British pound. Actually, they are the same. The main reason, all right, the main reason I see it both side by side, because I would like to pay attention to the volume, right? Because the volume on the right is an exchange base, so this is a more accurate, and we should be paying much more attention to it. All right, so what is happening to the volume here? Okay, of course the price movement is the same, right? It's obviously, and we are seeing some volume movement coming on here, right? We are seeing some volume movement coming on here, and we have some volume movement coming on here. Okay, of course, volume doesn't really indicate it is bullish nor bearish, but it indicates that there is some strong interest in this region at this moment. Okay, so I think since the market is still not really so, like, we are not seeing anything so bearish or anything yet, but I think it's a little bit good to pay attention as well. All right. So let's say by today or tomorrow, if we are starting to see some bearish candle, we need to be careful at the moment, careful by then. All right. And from the retail trader point of view, all right, they are totally selling minus 81%. So retail traders are minus 81%. So basically, as the market go up higher, they they are adding a lot of shots. So they are almost very thin already, minus 89%. So they're almost coming near to very extreme. So I think that indicate we might have some potential reversal sooner or later, in my opinion. So my take for British pound US dollar is I'm still slightly bullish, but I will be very careful because we may have a swing back around the corner. So I am slightly bullish, right? Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, so moving on, slightly bullish. So please be careful. You can long it out, but you have to be very fast and you need to be very conscious. Okay, yesterday I make analysis in Burmese. All right, I also mentioned this on Euro. Right, I mentioned that the Euro looked quite, not so strong. Okay, I never say it's weak, but it's not so strong. I think it's a little bit starting to turn out to be true, right? Retail traders are also somewhere around minus 85. All right, minus 85. So they are also kind of like overstretched already. So whenever the retail traders are overstretched, I think the reversal tend to occur. So I think yesterday candle is a very telling. Right, you can see it was the market tried to go up higher, and end of the day, market instead go lower and close near to the end. So to me, it's a very good reversal kind of candle. So I think the market will likely to go back lower, in my opinion. I think they will go back to 1.085. All right, we are talking about a potential 50 to 60 point move potentially. Okay, so I'm slightly bearish on this guy. All right, so slightly bearish on this guy. I think it will likely to go lower. All right, and where can it go lower to? 1.08586 around this region. Okay, all right, moving on. Everybody okay so far? Okay, am I recorded? Yes, recorded. Okay, so next. Sorry, should be Aussie US dollars. Okay. All right. On the left is the CFD, right? On the right is the future, right? Okay. Now you know why I use both charts. Okay. So what is happening to this guy as well? Similar thing. We have a very strong bullish attempt, right? This three candle, right? So 1, 2, 3. The problem is that after that, there was no follow-up volume at the moment after that 3 days, right? So which day was it? Let's take a look. It was the 16th of November. Since the 16th of November, for the past few days, actually the market up and down, but there was no volume at all. To me, this is a very suspicious or dubious, in my opinion. All right, so market will just go up higher just to to bring more buyer coming in and stuff like that, right? So I think I'll be quite worried right now. All right, I will be worried in the long side, and moreover, we are starting to hit some resistance level of this color. In our term, we call it trench, right? So I think it's better not to long at the moment, in my opinion. We may have some possible pullback likely. Okay, we are not so sure whether will it be all the way down or not. Of course, the sign is we don't know lah, right? But the point likely is that it can go to here, and it can go to here. All right, so I'm expecting some pullback likely, in my opinion. I typically like the yesterday candle. Look at the pin bar. All right, pin bars are the one with the pins are the real, the nice one, right? They are not always always 100% correct or 100% right, but they are quite an extreme condition indicator, right? You can see that. So I'm expecting market will likely to go lower, in my opinion. Like I said, there is two level. Okay, which level are we talking about? First will be 0.653, and the second will be around 0.65-ish region. So I'm quite slightly bearish on this fella as well. All right. So we have quite a big indication in the in the price action of the candle, right? Okay, moving on. New Zealand. New Zealand is quite similar. Look at the yesterday candle. Yes, it is bullish candle, but look at the look at the pin bar that is, look at the wick or pin bar that is really go up. Okay, let me explain what does it mean. All right, so for example, this is a daily candle, right? It start here, open here, it was go all the way up, and it closed at that a little bit higher than the open. So this is how the candles looks like. All right, in general. So what it does is that this the daily candle look like, but in the let's say we go inside the candle, what will happen is that we will go down a little bit and go up a little bit, and they close at the top. Then the close is higher than the open itself. So the point here is that there was a bit of selling coming in during the day, right? The price tried to go up higher, but there must be something that causing the price to retrace back. So this is what we can expect. This is a kind of like a weakness in the market. So there's some weakness showing up in the market right now, right? So I'm expecting some pullback likely, all right? Of course, like the drawn here, maybe they can even go back to here, or at least they can even go back to this region first. So we have 1, 2, and if let's say it's too strong, we have a 3 condition. The first region that it can go down to is 0.64, 0.604. Second one that you can go further down is 0.6 and or even 0.595. Okay, so as a trader, how can you plan is that? Okay, let's say if you want to buy in, right? So I will suggest not a right time. Now it's not a right time. If you want to buy, if you're a little bit aggressive, you can look for buy somewhere around 0.602, 0.60 region. A little bit, if you're a little bit more conservative, you want to go in at 0.60. You got what I mean now? So I think waiting patiently for your entry level to reach is very important in the trader, in my opinion. I think most of the time, a lot of traders lost because they rush. Okay, so I think this is the one of the skill that a trader must have: patience and planning. All right, so I am slightly bearish on this. It will likely do at least, all right, at least to this level, 0.602. Okay. All right. So everything against US dollars is kind of either showing some kind of weakness or already outright weakness. Okay, I just cover almost all of them against US dollars. Among them, okay, British pound is not so bad. All right, but like for example, like Euro la, Aussie la, they are quite bad actually. All right, the worst one is Euro, right? They are quite weak against US dollars. Okay, let's take a look on the gold. Okay, of course, gold is a totally different animal. All right, they have a very strong bullish yesterday. Okay, gold I am typically like for this week actually. All right, actually silver is my this week plan, part of the plan for going in on the buy side. Okay, all right. So anyway, silver, look at the yesterday candle. It was a kind of decently bullish, not a strong, super duper strong one, but they're decently bullish. And look at the volume that is follow up with it. There was some decent volume coming in with the bullishness. So there are a lot of a lot of fighting going on at the moment. Okay, so market go up, of course, a lot of position are being triggered, right? A lot of position are being triggered. So now they're waiting for who is the winner next, who is the next winner. And I think the next winner is likely to be on the bullish side. Okay, so go at the moment, stay on the buy side and don't sell at the moment, all right? So gold is a very big bullish at the moment. You can see there are a lot of fighting and going on. I think the next winner is going to be a long side. I think it shall go up higher. All right, and let's go to this guy. All right, let's go to this guy, silver. Let's see. I have a long position already, and I'm expecting to stay on the buy side further. So we have a bit of bullish case scenario stay going on. Okay, we have this 3-day, we have a strong bullish push, and after that market kind of goes sideways with not much volume. But in the yesterday candle, there was a bit of volume picking up, so I assume that there was a bit of a volume, bullish push coming in in silver. Okay, of course, we have to see both flip side. We have to see the both flip side. You can see there are some wick coming into sort of like pushing the price lower whenever the price go above this. So silver, I think the bullishness will strongly coming in only after they hit 24.1, 24.2, this kind of stuff. Okay, so I think the silver is trying hard to breach this level, and I think it's possible. All right. And once the moment they breach it strongly, I think that will be a very good bullish signal to the further upside. Okay. So I am not bearish on these two fella at all. I think we still have some bullish tendency over these two of them. All right. Okay, US dollar Canadian. Okay, currently what is happening right now to the US dollar Canadian? Let me see. Okay, when there was some push to the US dollar Canadian. Okay, US dollar Canadians are slightly different because on the left is US dollar Canadian, right? On the right is just a Canadian itself, right? We have some strong sell coming in, push the whole market down lower, all right? Then we have some push coming in as well. So it's a little bit kind of like contradicting each other. So this is a bearish push per se, and we need to find out whether this is a bullish push or not. Okay, all right. So let's see how it's going. If let's say the market managed to go lower and break this level, then we can say this number one is a bearish push. Then number two is also a bearish push. Of course, we yet to find out yet. So I think what will happen is the market will we have to monitor closely, see whether they manage to break this level or not. If they manage to break this level higher, then we will say this is a bullish push and stuff like that, right? So I would like to neutral for the time being. Let's see how it's go, right? So this is on the Canadian dollars. That means how does it translate to US dollar Canadian? It's mean I'm expecting, I want to watch this level closely, all right? I want to see whether this thing can go lower or not. If not, this level is as a support and it can go up higher. So they're kind of like contradicting each other. So I will be quite neutral for the time being, and I want to see who is a winner. All right. So I will just stand aside from this level, this instrument first. Okay, US dollar CHF. US dollar CHF is really going down stronger. All right. So what is happening to the US dollar CHF is as the market go lower, right? The retail traders are now plus 83%. So basically, it's just very similar to what happened to Euro, right? But of course, in the opposite effect. So as the market go lower, what the retail trader does? The retail trader, instead of going along with the short, what they do, they keep on adding the long position. So they have been keep on adding until they're kind of overstretched already. They're plus 83%. So I would say a little bit too late for us to short, in my opinion. All right. So we might see some reversal along the way. So overall, I'm slightly bearish on US dollar Swiss franc, but there was a caution that we need to be very careful of. Okay, so because we are not the early stage of shorting it really. Okay, this is a point here. All right, so I'm slightly bearish on this fella. Okay, another one is US dollar JPY. All right. Okay, US dollar JPY, you can see they have already touched this level like what I've expected, and it is kind of like pin buys in the making. So it is already a very, like, straight away tell you straight to our face. It's like we are almost bottoming already. You can see the pin bar on the left and pin bar on the right as well. So I think that what can happen, hang on a minute. What can happen is that this thing can go down, Japanese yen can go down. It means US dollar, Japanese yen can rise up, starting to rise up again. So I am no longer that bearish on US dollar, Japanese yen before. Okay, since this line is already coming through, I'm going to take it away. Okay, so I'm expecting some kind of pullback up is possible. All right, so I think we are expecting some sort of pullback up. Hang on. I need to draw out. I need to find a drawing. Okay, never mind. I just use this. Okay, so I think we have this kind of possibilities coming into play. Okay, yesterday candle is kind of very, very interesting. You see, we have a pin bar just like what we have here. All right, and if you look closely, the price really go just a shy below the previous low. So this to stop everybody out, trigger a lot of stop loss, then market is just making a pullback up. So it can go to number one here. Number two is a little bit on this level. So we are talking about potential is a 149. Another one is around 150.2 kind of region. All right. So I would say this guy is slightly bullish actually. All right. So among this, all the US dollar pairs I would say US dollar JPY is quite a good looking one at this moment. All right. So slightly bullish on this fella. Okay, so far I haven't given any much of the recommendation yet. All right, I haven't given any much of the recommendation yet. I think I will give a recommendation will be on the euro on the sell side. Okay, this will be my first one. And another one is a potentially US dollar JPY on the buy side. So I have two now. The first one is euro sell and the US dollar JPY on the buy side. Okay. So if you don't have any other pairs that you are looking at right now, maybe pay attention to this two pair that I just mentioned for potential trade entry, right? Just keep in mind, always trade with the proper risk management because of course, nothing is 100% be accurate all the time. Okay, let's go to US market. Okay, US market have been pretty kind of like a resilient. They are on the upside. Like I mentioned to you already, it is fully held by this line, which is the money that flow into the market. Okay, the moment this line start to go sideways or on the down move, I think this whole market will start to tend to the downside as well. So they are very correlated here. Okay, so as of right now, it's not entirely bearish yet. Okay, let's take a look on the future itself. All right. Okay, and you can obviously see already for the past few days there was a very thin volume going on right now. Even though the price is going up, there's a decently thin volume going on right now. Okay, what does it tell us? It's telling us that okay, the market may going up, but there was no significant foundation behind it. So of course, it doesn't necessarily tell you it's bearish nor bullish, but I mean, this thing can be quite fake, right? The market, I mean, if there's a bit of strong push to the downside coming in, they will sell down very fast. This is what this volume is telling us. There was no participant in the market at all. So there's a very, I mean, we are almost walking, we are almost walking on the thin ice. So there's quite a heavy weight coming in, the ice will break and, fall into the water, fall into the river below it, right? So this is a point here. Please be careful. I'm neutral or very thin, slightly bullish only. All right. So I will more on the neutral side. Please be very careful. All right. On the Dow Jones, the moment the flow start to drop, All right. And I think that will be bring the whole market down itself. All right. So another one is Honky. Okay, Honky. Okay, Honky is just going sideways here and there. I was expecting market will go this way, and okay, I will just take it out. This one is already fulfilled. All right. So let's see how the next one bring. Okay. So just Honky is very I would say they are ranging left and right. You can see you have nothing but the very big range. Go up, go down, go up, go down. So I think it was better to stay on the neutral tone in my opinion. All right. So nothing to look here. Move along. nothing to look here. Okay, German index, right? Okay, German index is not so bad, quite slightly bullish, right? Slightly bullish. Okay, I think it will be very similar to Dow Jones, right? Because they are highly correlated. All right. Hey, sorry. Oh, this guy, FX. Same. You can see there was not a big, but it's a relatively quite a strong volume coming down. All right. Then market will likely to go sideways or stuff like that, in my opinion. All right. So I think is likely to be sideways, and it's good to be quite cautious in my opinion. All right, it's getting quite toppish actually. All right, so it's neutral, gentlemen. All right, just like all the stock market, just being cautious. I'm just being cautious and standing with the neutral tone at this moment. Okay. All right, last few. All right, another one is crude oil. All right, crude oil. Okay, crude oil. I have a long somewhere at the low level. Expecting for a bounce, and it did bounce, and now it's kind of like a fizzling out. All right. Of course, market can continue to go up anytime, but there was a very no participant in the market at the moment. All right. So just a bounce because of their low end. So it is kind of like a short covering in my opinion. Will it go all the way up higher? I don't think it's immediately so, unless in the near future a lot of candles are being pushed by the very high volume. Then we have more power. And as of right now, of course, I cannot see the future. Right. As of right now, with this condition, I think market will start to do this or even this, in my opinion. All right. So at least whether go up or go down is out of the question at the moment, but likely the sideways likely. All right. So I'm neutral on that. I have my position already moved my stop loss to break even, I may hold for a while, then I may take a profit or anything, but at least my position is already break even ready. So I'll be very careful. All right. So if you don't have any position right now, not so suggested, not so advisable for you to long aggressively. You want to long, if you can do so a little bit, but we need to see. All right, we need to see. Okay, and last but not least, Bitcoin. Okay, all right, Bitcoin yesterday during my analysis in Burmese, I say that of course we haven't seen the, yesterday this red color candle haven't appeared yet, so it was somewhat on the up there. So I was saying that we need to be careful because it's likely to sideways. As per my prediction yesterday, I was expecting some sideways action or definitely not bullish at all. So it was, turned out to be quite a good move, right? Market really just so. And of course now it's strange enough, market is very resilient. They have been so-called stopped from going lower. And now you remember, by right, if the market is so bearish, all the news are very bearish, everything is so bearish, Bitcoin should be bearish, right? But market always do the opposite, always do the unexpected. You see, today morning, instead of going all the way down, actually they go up instead. That's the reason why, just another fine reminder to ourselves, always expect the unexpected. All right. So anyway, currently, I think the Bitcoin is really staying between this very highly congested area. So I think market will start to fizzle out. If let's say the crypto news start to bet again, I think this is where the market will tend back down. So as of right now, I'm neutral and expecting some big swing and sideways possible going on here. All right, so I'm neutral on this. All right, so just to have a quick recap, okay, looks like US dollar is making a little bit of peekaboo. All right, they are just like making a small comeback at the moment. All right, so it's good to pay attention into it. Okay, I have two recommendations that setup that you can look into. The first one is euro to the downside. The second one is US dollar JPY on the potential upside. Of course, this is not a trading advice. This is my view only. And all right, please do your due diligence before you put any of your actual money on the market. All right, guys. Thank you very much. If you like my analysis, I will post this in YouTube. So please like, subscribe, and comment as well. Okay, I read all the comments and looking forward to hear from you guys. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please feel free to share it to your friend as well. Thank you very much. And have a great day ahead. Bye for now.